Hello, hello guys. I am here to do a first spread of my summer traveler's notebook. Yes, I have not done a video of this yet, as I was just trying to get used to the whole setup, as this was my first time going this small. I am loving it, and as you can see, it is already getting quite chunky, and I'm not even halfway through it. So I'm going to do a flip through of this here later, but we are going to be working on a page of my nephews and my sons going putt-putting. It's something that we do try and do every summer, and get the boys out. They hadn't seen each other in quite some time, so it was definitely a fun trip. So we're gonna get started doing this. I'm just gonna fast forward you all the way through it, as I really have to kind of pay attention. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of going off of a sketch, a smidgen. But yeah, we're gonna try and keep it simple. I'm gonna do a lot of stamping, I think, on this side, with I think I might do either Let's Do Summer or Making Memories to Last a Lifetime. I just don't know yet. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Yeah, I just haven't figured it out quite yet. But that side, and then, yeah, you'll kind of see on how we go down the side. I do have two pictures, but this picture, even though I could go across, that might be an option. I just love my little guy's smile on this one. It is dark though, and I don't know how I like that, but I could go across that way. But I'm not sure. The other one I think I'm going to do is use my new Max outline from Kelly Bradford and put Cousin's Day, or I'm not sure exactly yet. So let's get started on this, because it is 9:30 and yeah, I want to get to bed today. So alright friends, so this one's going to be a little bit longer than my normal setup, but that's because I believe this was just so much stamping. But I ended up loving how it comes out. So here I am just picking which stamp I'm going to use. You're going to see that I choose that Making Memories. I believe that is a Everyday Explorers one, I believe. I will link everything below if I can find it online. Of course, I need to get better at that, but yes, I will do that all below. So I was just picking what inks. I decided on, looks like Sweet Leaf, I think, ink from Close to Your Heart. Yeah, Close to Your Heart, Sweet Pea, I think is what it was. And as you can see, I'm gonna start doing this, and it's just not gonna work out. That stamp probably isn't the best one to be doing a pattern stamp with, since it has so many different, it had that curve of that first one and then lines. It just didn't work out. So here we go back to Let's Do Summer. I wasn't going to do this one because in the very front of my book, I did this for the top and the bottom of my very first page, so I didn't want to repeat it, but here we go again. It is an easier one to make a pattern out of. So I'm going to show you just the first little part of it. And you always want to kind of offset that, and there you go. Pretty busy, but we're going to cover up most of that anyways with these pictures. I am going to mat each one of my pictures on white so that they stand out a little bit more against that busy backdrop. I usually just mat my paper right back on copy paper. I'm not sure if this one was copy paper, but I usually just mat it right on copy paper to bring the, bulk of it down. So I am deciding that I am going to put that one picture below, just because, like I said, it was actually a pretty decent picture of the four of them, and we don't get those often. And now I'm going to start my title. So this is the Max outline by Keri Bradford. Let's see here. So I got that right. Yep, Max outline. This is one that I need to go pick up the inner portion of this for sure. I was biting myself in the butt. that I didn't have it for this project, honestly, because I probably would have put a light green on the inside of this just to kind of match it up. Even if it was like a second generation stamp off type things. So then here I noticed that 3 of these huge letters was not going to work. So this also works very well. This stamp, and I do not remember where this stamp one came from. I will have to go back and figure that out for you guys. But it was kind of almost in that same thick letters, just really small. So I decided let's squeeze the extra putt in between these two, and I actually loved how it came out. And I did not even like kind of think this through. So the second one I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how the second one's even going to fit in there, but as you're going to see, it actually fits quite well. I am going to mask off for the L. But I like how it kind of just all came together. Here we go. You're going to see. I think I just use, when I mask, I just use like a one piece of paper. I've learned that trick from Heba. I wanted that little part of the L to come off, so I offset that just a smidge so those two aren't exactly the same as, or width apart. And then golf fits right in there, or the F fits right in there. So that made me really happy. I was like, oh my goodness, it's coming together. When stuff actually works out for me, I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, so now I have decided what I'm going to do on this side, and I got an idea to kind of use all of these labels that I have from LA Studios. You always get tons of labels in there, and I love that. To kind of cascade down the page. So here you are just seeing me look through my stash. I need to get this like more organized. I think I finally am going to like organize by color. First I wasn't going to, I was going to organize by shape, but I think honestly organizing by color is probably the best. So you are watching me just kind of go through my whole stash, because I really wasn't sure if I was just going to do labels or if I was just going to like intermix everything down. I pulled out phrase stickers to kind of put on the labels. And lo and behold, I pretty much go with all labels. You're also going to see me going like, okay, I don't think I have quite enough. So I'm going to use my LE Studios label stamps to make more. So, I will put a little bit of that in here, I believe. And also to kind of like bring in that sweet pea color. See, I'm pulling off, there we go. I'm pulling it back out. And so I made a few of those just popped in. I kind of got rid of, there you go, there's one of them. To kind of pull that light green back in, because I wasn't finding any of that light green in my stash. So, I'm sorry that it's a little bit off screen. Yep, there we go. I pushed it back on screen a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I'm just kind of putting it all together, trying to figure out how this is all going to work, and perfecting it. And now I'm going to start committing to everything and putting everything down. Oh, and I'm also going to start putting everything back in the traveler's notebook. I have now started doing this as the very last step. As now I'm getting through more of this book, and now probably going to start my October daily. But I just do put everything in with score tape. I've found that I'm going obviously through tons of roller tape, and score tape is a lot cheaper. So we are just going to put that in there. I am doing that. Oh, it looks like I corrected myself a little bit. But I was going to say I was doing that a little bit wrong. Don't want to put that all the way to the center. You want to keep a little bit out of the center to let your book close more. And you're going to see at the very end of this where I think one of my photos gets a little bit too close to the center, and I can't. I have to like move it. So there we go. There, trying to close it. All right, let's get these pictures in place. You can see I'm kind of moving that because I feel like that little white space up there needs to be. There we go. I think I like that more, though I end up figuring out, I think by the end of it, that it was more navy than it was black, but I am trying to bring that black from the title back into the other page. I probably should have brought a third color, but honestly, all the different shades of green kind of take care of that, and then the black. Like I said, you always want to kind of do things in like threes almost, but having those different shades of green kind of work out for me. So here I am just positioning that. I am going to mark it to cut that photo, but I just wanted to get everything. Yeah, trying to position that, trying to figure out where I'm going to cut that at. I always hate cutting those pictures right down the middle, but it worked out because I was trying to position it so where nobody's face was getting cut in the middle. I always just set things down nicely in the beginning and then really push them down at the end so that you can pull things back up as much as you can possibly pull things back up without ruining things. And now just to position again everything back into its place and get that all done. Oh, and adding a few of these LE Studios puffy stickers. These are always the best. I love them. And before I put them onto the page, I will write my little sentiments. Nothing too big. I definitely wasn't going to fit these back through my printer or anything. But yeah, it's just gonna be actually most of my journaling. So I'm kind of like gonna cascade my journaling down the page. So it starts with like a great day with the boys, I believe. Let's see here. I believe that's what I do. I'm still trying to find a good place for that. Yep, a great day with Dylan and David. Yep, I put on here. I am avoiding that side because I'm going to cut that part off. So one thing to think about before you start journaling, just knowing that. So yep, I'm just kind of like cascading my journaling down the page. Tucking things. And getting some of the stash used up, because green is probably not normally a color that I would use all of the time, which is probably why I have a lot of green labels. So, all right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this one up, and at the end, we'll give you a little bit more explanation. I think I fixed a few things, and then the still pictures of this will be at the end. Hi friends, I believe I'm done with this one. I might put something a little bit here. I don't know. It just seems a little bare on this side, especially with so much on the other side. Did it come out exactly how I wanted it? Probably not. I probably wanted to get this color a little bit closer to this green color, but I was trying to do it a little bit more subtle and everything. But I feel like green is like my version of putt-putt. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so I just kind of made, you know, the labels go down. I love it. I do think I like it. I ended up realizing that this isn't quite black. It's more navy. But you know, who's counting all of the details? But other than that, yeah, I just kind of liked how they cascaded. One day I won't get ink on my pages. I need to buy one of those sand erasers. As I just constantly have ink. But for the most part, oh, we need to cut a little bit on this. Oh yeah, a little bit on this. Let's do that. As it goes over just a little bit. It does that because I don't get it super close to the binding. I shouldn't be doing this with my little scissors. I should be doing this with bigger scissors, but that's okay. And I can definitely tell that my tape was on this side, but so there always is like a little bit of extra. I need to like start cutting it at like 4 1/8 instead of 4 1/4 or something along those lines. Anyways, there's that. Oof, it's now sticky scissors. So yeah, so I might do something here. I might look for some stamps or something. Maybe even like stamping this to try and bring the black here, here, and here. I know I have the black here, here, and here. That's how I was trying to bring the black back in. But for now, I am ready to go to bed. And this is what we have. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait for this little summer book to come together. Yeah, see, that one is like, I got to get that out of the corner. I might have to redo some of that. And it looks like it's the picture actually doing that. So let's lift this up and bring that out just a smidge so that can close better. So there we go. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.